Hey, it's H here, and on today's video we're checking out Tesla. Now, we did a video about Tesla high time frame count on about a month ago now, and this was the basic idea here. Let's change back to the log, and that we had done cycle 1, cycle 2 and started to do the cycle 3. Now, why this leg here is only labeled primary 1 is due to the time compared to the alleged cycle 1 time taken from the around 2010 July, comparing this 2600 to 800 or almost 900. It is debatable that could this be a length of cycle 3. I don't think so, but we will see in time how this will turn out. Now, having said that, we have this primary 1 here placed, and where are we looking for primary 2? Now, depending on whether you like to use log or not, let's not use it this time for simplicity's sake. We got this fib retracement from the start of wave 2 cycle, wave 3 cycle up here, end of wave 2 cycle. So this is the start of the primary 1 here, up to the top of primary 1, and on wave 2s we're looking for down movement around, this is the lowest basically, 382, then 0.5, and here is the golden pocket all the way down here around 500 lows. Now, how do we get there is a different thing. We can start looking with the time. Time is definitely not the strongest on Elliott Wave, but we got some targets at least. Now, we can't compare this primary wave structure onto the previous one because we don't really have the price data back there. It started around 2010 and is soon topped out on that alleged primary 1 of that cycle 1. So we don't really have data back there to say or compare this wave structure to time wise either, not in time or price. So we're just going off with the general time targets basically. So we can just take time targets with a Fibonacci extension of time, and we could expect them next year. Now, does this mean that this correction cannot be done? No, this is just a guideline, and of course time is again not the most specific one on Elliott Wave, but it is something to keep in mind at least. Now, last time when we looked at Tesla, we were doing this correction as well, and to my knowledge I just checked and we were just around here on this, around this wave 4 of minute for this C wave down here. Now, this count still holds true and is still valid, so I'm going to go on basing on this one. So what we did get is we got that wave 5. I got a different alternative here, but I think this one needs to go. So we got the 5 waves down here, a huge spike here, telling that it could be the end or the start basically of something new, and at that case it was something new. I marked this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and having that marked in subminute, So this is basically what we're looking at, and this should be actually lower. It should be micro count, I think. Yeah, so this is one option, that we've done the ABC required for the pullback. Now whether this is minor or intermediate, correcting this whole structure all the way down from here, 2019, well, it is definitely debatable. What we can do here, let me just hide this for a minute, and this here as well, is something like this. Now this was the end here for this C wave, so ABC down to this point, and what we could be doing is some kind of a B wave, whether it is 3 waves, short waves like so, having this one, let me tag it for you or label it, do something like this, and targets would be around $950 for the 1-to-1 extension, or around the 1060 mark on this 1.618. Now we're already pretty close to here, and we had the trade set up basically already, but if we want to look this through a bull glass, as I am willing to do, as it hasn't broken any rules yet, I'm leaning more towards the bullish side, but just gotta keep in mind that this is still possible, whether we are coming down to this low and getting a WXY, or whether we come all the way up here, minimum retracement around the 0.9 fibs, so B retracements around 1100, qualification for the flat pattern, and whether it goes all-time highs, then we can expect either a running flat or extended flat, but there's time for that to happen. In that case, this wouldn't be 5-wave structure here as it is the B wave. It would be some kind of 3-wave, or some kind of maybe a triangle, or some kind of complex correction. But there's definitely time for that to happen and play out, and these current counts will be invalidated by then, and as we see this structure continuing and evolving. Now let's look into this count a bit deeper. Let me take the we can check out the volume first here. So volume again, the highest peak here, volume ending of the C wave, or the star basically of this so-called impulse wave or motive wave. We can see that volume is starting to pick up on this now, on this leg, bringing the bulls back into the picture. And as this looks like, wave 5 might be extending, everyone is waking up to this point. Now what if you're not in this yet, what I would do, and of course this is not financial advice, is look for the pullback. Let's see, where's the wave 2 here? Let's get this centered better. Depending how you read this could be, let's check out the RSI for this. So highest reading here for this third. On this height, the third would be here. We already got a higher high here, so we could start looking for down movement. But this could be some kind of diagonal. Really short to be honest, but I would actually expect a bit more upside to this yet, and then the correction down. But wherever it ends up, just pull the Fibonacci retracement and start looking for potential opportunities to buy on the pullback. I got a trade set up for Elliott Wave on my channel if you want to check that out, how I do these trades. There's loads of other setups that can happen, very similar due to these recent pumps. Loads of other altcoins and stocks that can be applied exactly the same principle now. There's loads of possibilities at the moment. So that was the trade setup that I wanted to talk about, and the possible endings, I guess, or starts of this whole structure. Now, where can we expect this to go? Well, it is really too soon to even discuss that, I think. Depending on the wave structure that develops here, we can see if it's 3 waves or whether it's 5 waves, and from there we can start to determine whether it is actually bullish or it is just a bigger B wave or X wave, I guess, to the upside, and then looking for more pullback. But there's time for that to develop. So for now I thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye bye.